Hello friends, welcome to my video. In this video, I am going to teach you how to assemble an industrial electrical panel. This electrical panel includes 8 single-phase electric motors and 2 3-phase electric motors. The first part of the electrical panel assembly is the installation of rails and ducts, which is done in this way. Stay with me. This distance is 13 centimeters and this distance is 18 centimeters. Now it's time to install the equipment. This electrical panel has 3 RCCB switches, each of which is connected to the 2 miniature switches. A phase controller is installed next to these 3 keys, which send a warning message if one of them is disabled. We install 5 miniature switches here. We also install a 3-phase RCCB switch which is connected to 2 contactors. And for that, we install a phase controller to prevent 2 phases of electric motors. Now we install 2 miniature switches for each of the RCCB switches. Now we install 2 contactors for 3-phase electric motors. We also install a current controller for each electric motor to protect the electric motor from excess current. Now we install the main terminals of the electrical panel. City electricity enters the electrical panel from the red terminals. This electricity consists of 3 phase wires and 1 null wire. When we install the necessary electrical terminals, in emergency situations, electricity enters the electrical panel from these 4 terminals. Now we install the output terminals from single-phase electric motors. Both output terminals have a common null, and this common null is the related RCCB is connected. Now we install 2 single-phase outputs for the top row miniature switches. Now we will install the output terminals from 3-phase electric motors. And finally, we install the alarm output terminals. By connecting the alarm to these two terminals, when the power is cut off, these terminals are organized and the alarm sounds. In this section, we do the wiring of the emergency switch. The phases enter the switchboard from this place, and the phases from the city electricity enter here, and the phases from the emergency electricity enter here. City electricity is connected here, and emergency electricity is connected here. And from here, the electricity enters the electrical panel. Now install the switch in its place. If the switch is set to position 1, city electricity enter the electrical panel. And if the switch is set to position 2, emergency power enter the electrical panel. City electricity enter the electrical panel from the red terminals, and the emergency electricity enters the electrical panel from the gray terminal. Now we connect the three input phases to the electrical panel to the RCCB switch. Now we connect the input three phases to the three-phase RCCB switch to be used from three-phase electric motors. Now we connect the null wire. Each RCCB switch needs a null wire. So we do this at this stage. Now we wire the single phase outputs. Both miniature switches are connected to one RCCB switch, and the null of each is taken from its own RCCB switch. Now we are wiring the output of the three-phase contactors. For this, we pass the wires through the holes of the current controllers and connect them to the output of the contactors. In this case, if the access current passes, the circuit will be cut off. Now we connect the input wires of the contactor to the RCCB switch. We also connect the three-phase wires from this switch to the phase controller. In this case, if one of the phases is cut, the circuit will be cut and the electric motors will not be damaged. Now we connect the input phases of these single-phase switches. Now we connect the output wires of these single-phase switches. Now we are going to install the single-phase socket. In this section, we connect the null wire to several devices that need null. In this part of each RCCB switch, we connected one phase to the phase controller. By doing this, when one of the keys is cut off, the phase controller is disabled and send a warning message. In this step, we want to connect the RCCB switch to the miniature switch. But before that, we connect the wires from the RCCB switch to the selector switch on the door of the electrical panel, and then connect them to the miniature switch. Also, we have installed 3 signal lights on the door. Each light is connected to one phase and null. This switch turns off and on the alarm. And this switch turns on the current controller. And the current controller connects the 3-phase circuit using a contactor. Now we will complete the wiring of the door of the electrical panel. The signal lights are connected to a null wire. We arrange the wiring. The wiring is finished. At the last step, we close the door of the ducts. If you like the video, please press the like and subscribe button. Goodbye.